Hey guys, Jeremy Jacobowitz here from Brunch Boys. If you're new to the channel, Brunch Boys is my food adventures all over the world, but today I am here in my kitchen in Brooklyn, whatever, you get it, because we're going to be cooking today. We are going to be making a blueberry lemon ricotta pancake. So if you saw a previous video I did with my friend Emily Fedner from Food Lover's Diary, we made together a zucchini ricotta pancake, and I thought this tastes really good. And I'm very much always a savory person, so that's why I wanted to make zucchini pancakes. But I thought the batter itself was really more on the savory side anyway, with the ricotta, with the salt, even with like the lemon in there too. It balanced away from sweet, and I was like, I kind of think this would taste better maybe with the sweeter component to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take zucchini out of that recipe. We're gonna add blueberries in. And then what I'm gonna do is make a blueberry syrup to put on top of it. So the idea is still, I don't want it to be overwhelmingly sweet because that's not what I like in food, but to bring a little bit more sweetness out there, a little more natural sweetness from the blueberries and have something fun. So to begin, we're actually gonna start at the stove and we're gonna make the blueberry syrup. All right, so let's start with the blueberry syrup that we're gonna put on top. It's just a simple syrup with blueberries in it pretty much. So we're gonna dump a whole thing of blueberries in there. And then we're gonna add equal parts sugar and water. Put the heat on medium, just mix it all together. And then we're gonna bring it up and just get it to a gentle boil and just keep stirring and whisking for about 15 minutes or until it gets the consistency that you want. So I'll see you in 15 minutes, brother. All right, so our sauce is looking pretty good. I'm gonna let it sit, cool down a little bit. If it comes together too much, I'll heat it up quickly before we put on the pancakes. But for now, let's get to the pancakes, the fun stuff. All right, so let's start on the batter itself. We are going to use 1 cup of flour, 2 tablespoons of granulated sugar. The recipe calls for 1.5 tablespoons of baking powder. I have baking soda, so I'm going to remember back to what Emily told me the measurements were, because the only difference is how much you're going to use. And I believe she said 1/3 of a tablespoon is going to make it right. So, I'm just going to try that and see what happens. We're going to add 1 cup of milk. The milk I have in my fridge is oat milk, so that's what we're going to use. I'm just not a big dairy person, honestly, and if it fucks it up, it fucks it up. You know what I mean? We're gonna go with 1/2 cup of the ricotta cheese. Emily yelled at me when I tried to add too much ricotta cheese last time because, I don't know, baking is so scientific and you want to measure little things. I'm not a big measure person, but with something like a batter, you have to really try and be as close to what it calls for as possible, or you could screw things up. So I am just gonna go with 1/2 cup of ricotta, whatever. All right, then obviously I'm gonna add the blueberries. That's the most important part, right? This I'm not measuring. I know I just spoke about measuring before, but I don't know, I didn't really look up a blueberry pancake recipe, so I'm just adding it in, and I didn't really know the ratio of what the blueberries would be to zucchini, so I'm like, whatever. All the blueberries in there, I just bought a little thing. We'll see what happens. This is the fun part of cooking. You never know, really, kind of. And then we're gonna go zest of a lemon, and then the lemon juice itself. I wanted to amp up the lemon flavor. Last time we just used the zest, and like the back end of the taste, I felt like you got the lemon, but I wanted it to be a little bit more forward. So to do that, I'm just gonna add 1/2 the lemon to it. Oh God, I almost forgot, an egg. I need that. So just gonna crack an egg into that. And then we're just gonna bring the whole thing together. Doesn't take very long. In the meantime, I'm gonna heat up my electric skillet. I keep calling it goddamn skittle. It's an electric skillet. I don't know why I can't say that. Anyway, we're up to, mine is like based on the temperature, so I'm gonna go like 350. And then what I'm gonna use actually is, again, I don't wanna use so much butter, just making them kind of healthy. So I cook everything in coconut oil, nonstick. This is nonstick skillets anyway, but just to be super careful, you know, just a little bit on there. All right, and I'm just gonna ladle 1 pancake. And then once the edges start to bubble a little bit, the edges are getting done, that's when you know to flip. So just give it a flip. I'm getting better at that. I fucked it up every time last time. The other side usually cooks way faster, so probably just 30 seconds away from being done. Okay. All right, I'm gonna let the pancakes cool for 2 seconds. While I do that, I'm going to reheat the syrup. It came together. It's still very thick. It's actually really nice consistency, but what I want to do is just heat it up a little bit to pour on top, and then we're gonna be done. So I'm gonna heat this up. I'm gonna make a few more pancakes. Now let's eat. It's funny, usually I'm a little random with what hat I wear, but today I'm wearing the throwback J's. I didn't buy it when it was a throwback. I bought this in the 2000s when I actually wore this. But I did wear it for more than just because I think it looks cool. Some of the best pancakes I ever had was in Toronto. I did a video, which you could go look for. I'll link it in the description. But the best pancakes in Toronto, and they were all these really amazing blueberry pancakes, just perfection. And I went to go find the best one. So I thought of making blueberry pancakes. Makes sense to wear the J's cap. All right. Here we go. My blueberry pancakes. Let's reap the rewards of all my hard work. The texture of those pancakes is incredible. Oh man. I mean, that's what you're getting when you're using the ricotta. It's this really nice mix of being super, super soft, kind of dense, but really easy to get through. It's like dense and light at the same time, where it's like dense as your teeth is going through it, but it's really a light bite. And I like that it's still not too crazy sweet. It's more sort of the natural sweetness from the blueberries coming out, which is like the little hint of lemon behind it. I will say, I think this will be better if it was like maybe more of like blueberry season and blueberries were like a little bit more tart. I think that'd be really nice to sort of balance the sweetness even more. But it is more of like a natural sweetness, which isn't too bad. Man. This is good. It's nice is you can pretty much replicate this with whatever fresh berries you want. So if blueberries aren't in season or you can't find them, find whatever berries are available and substitute them in. It'll work just the same. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you subscribe. Hopefully you like this video. Maybe comment below, let me know what you think about this recipe. Let me know what berries you would use if you don't want to use blueberries. Yeah, and I'll see you guys next time. Maybe I'll be cooking more, maybe I'll be allowed out of the apartment. One day we'll again be allowed to roam the world and look for food. But until then, I'm here to cook for you. Easy stuff.